afternoon, friends, family, and neighbors. We didn't do a wrap-up video the other day coming off Bear Mountain. It was late and it was kind of hectic and it was a hard day. So we ended up about dark getting there. We had a parking permit to park in the lot for the inn, and we stealthily camped there that night. We met up with some people on the trail and they had a room, so we went up and took a shower in their room. Then we went and had breakfast and did laundry and came here to this is a Franciscan Way Greymoor Spiritual Center. It's a monastery, and so hikers can camp here for free, and we talked to them and they let us park our camper here. So we've got power and water here, and so we took a zero, and in the morning we're going to get up and do a slack pack to we're going to shuttle down to Bear Mountain Inn and then slack pack back up to the camper here. It's supposed to rain this afternoon and probably all day tomorrow, so we may just stay put, but we'll keep you updated. And so we had a good day coming down Bear Mountain. It was really hard, not coming down, but getting up. And we will see you guys later. Ta-ta for now.
Alrighty, it's Friday morning, the 6th of June, and we're back at the Bear Mountain Inn. We just got shuttled down from the Greymoor Monastery site, and we're walking around to where the AT is behind the inn. We'll go through the Bear Mountain Zoo. We're doing about a 7.8 mile slack pack today, from here back to the northbound to the to the monastery. So it'll be a nice short day. It's very muggy. It's going to rain possibly later this afternoon and into tomorrow, but the forecast keeps changing a little bit. But we're walking with Maple today, a hiker we've met on trail. She's up there with Trickle. And then we've got another friend, David, who's going to walk through the zoo part of we're going through the zoo this morning, the Bear Mountain Zoo, like I said. And so anyway, we've got a couple of fellow hikers with us, but it's very warm and humid today. Had a great night at the ball field campsite down in the monastery. So anyway, we will check in as we go, but that's what's up for now. All right, talk to you later.
All right, that's the pool at Bear Mountain. We're walking by that, and we're walking into the zoo right now. The trail actually goes through Bear Mountain's Trailside Zoo, so we'll be walking through there. Isn't that cool? The AT goes through a zoo. I don't think there are many animals here, but anyway, nice smooth trail. All right, here we go. This is Sadie, black bear. See, they don't have a whole lot of animals, but these are, from what we understand, they're animals that have been injured, and they bring them here to rehab. So. All right, we just crossed this road, leaving Bear Mountain, leaving the zoo, and we're crossing Hudson That mountain in front of us is Anthony's Nose. We've got to go up it. We don't go all the way to the top, but we've got to climb it. So that's next on the agenda. We'll show you the Hudson when we get on it.
This is our 15th year now, okay? We're based here out of the Hudson Valley, and we do work down here in the Hudson Highland. We do work up in Minnewaska. You probably won't be getting up that way.
Right.
We also now we've become nationally recognized. We train New York State employees, okay?
Wonderful.
We train Virginia State employees.
Wonderful.
We were just down at Van Cortlandt Park in the Bronx. We were teaching employees down there in 2 different volunteer groups. As a matter of fact, 2 of those volunteers from the Bronx, they're here today working with us. So we do a lot of work.
You do a lot of good work. So he was telling me stuff before I started videoing, but these guys are all about the rock work that's done on the trail and around other places too.
Yeah.
Did you see the nice bridge that you crossed? Big wooden bridge, brand new?
Yes, sir.
Did you see the stone?
Yes,
on
sir.
either side? We did that.
Yeah, we
Yep.
just did that a couple weeks ago.
That was the West Point Cadets Bridge.
That's
Before
right. We were
Cadets
calling
did
it
the
the
bridge,
Cadet Bridge.
we did the steps.
So they're doing stone work here on this walk up to Anthony's Nose is where we've run into these guys this morning, and we're just learning about it. But they learned how to do it building the stairs to Bear Mountain, which we came down from Bear Mountain on the day before yesterday, I guess, and we got them on video. So if you look at those, these are the guys that were involved with that, and they learned how to do it, and they're carrying on their knowledge and using it on other projects. And
We're training up and down the East Coast. As a matter of fact, this year for the first time, the National Park Service, they took us to Puerto Rico, to the National Rainforest there, and we taught in Puerto Rico this year.
that's wonderful.
It is pretty neat.
Fitzgerald Falls,
Yes, sir.
we did all those steps.
Right.
That was like the second year.
Right.
So we were still
brand
still
then.
newbies.
We were still learning our trade.
We were using human belay lines still at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when we walk up the trail, they were telling us that we were going to see some more of their crew that are actually harvesting rock to bring down to work in this area, because these rocks aren't that good that are laying here. So
Yeah,
we might see the sled and some of the other tools that they use to move rock without machinery. Well, they are machines. They're simple machines. The wheel, the wedge, the fulcrum.
though we have some other machines. We have used a capstan winch.
Mm-hmm.
You know what a capstan winch is?
No, not really.
Okay, so
It's a motor winch.
yeah, it's a motor winch, but a capstan. You know, on a sailboat, that silver thimble that sits on the deck of a sailboat.
Sure.
You put your lines around
Yep,
it.
yep.
Turn it sideways.
Okay.
Put a small Honda 4-stroke horsepower engine on it.
And it's a winchy.
As a winch, and then you wrap around that and you pull. So we use that when we have a quarry down below. We've got to pull up the mountain.
Right.
Okay. So we use that. We also use that as a drag line now too. If we have stuff down below, okay, we'll use that. We used to just use the grip hoist. It takes like all day.
Yep.
Whereas the capstan winch can make it quick.
Get it done.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So.
Well, thank you for sharing
Sure.
what you do, and we appreciate it. The work we do. It's awesome. Thank you.
All right, we made it over the big climb. We got another small one, but we got real happy when we turned and saw this trail. This is pretty crazy. Makes me happy. We hadn't had much of this on this LASH so far. So yeah, hopefully this will be a little while. Probably not, but it'd be nice to think about. Okay, you come down the trail and you see this and get excited, but they're cruel. It's locked. That's just mean. That's just mean. All right, we gotta cross this road and then I think we gotta go up that. So here we go.
So yeah, we were told that the state of New York got a little easier trail-wise after we crossed the Hudson, which we did this morning, but I would say it's finally here. Maybe. We'll keep our fingers crossed. But yeah, the last bit's been pretty nice for sure. So we hadn't had a whole lot of this in New York up until now, but had a few short pieces. This seems to be a little bit more than a short section. It might continue like this, so we'll keep our fingers crossed. All right, we'll check in now. We're about probably a little over 2 miles. We'll be at the Appalachian Market, which is a store / deli right near the AT. So we're gonna go there for something to eat and drink. But we'll check in as we get there. Talk to you later.
All right, we are nearing one of the exciting things about New York is deli hopping. Appalachian Market's right over there, where we are going to be stopping for something cold to drink and a lot of food. We're gonna get something to take back with us. The camper is at Greymoor, so it's about a 0.4 from here walk, but we're going to get something to take back to eat later for dinner. It's probably about 3 o'clock maybe, and so we're basically done for the day. After this, like I said, we got 0.4, so we will show you what we eat. Going to the Appalachian Market. So no pictures of food. We were hungry. We got a sub and strawberry lemonade Powerade and some mango ice cream. So we have the energy to make it this next 0.4 to the trailhead, well, to where the blue blaze that turns off to go to Greymoor Spiritual Center, which is where we are. So got about 0.8 to end up the day. Yep, good late lunch, and it was yummy. We got a plan for tomorrow. We'll fill you in on that as we get to it. So see you down the trail.